Are you saving enough for your next financial goal? Here's how to calculate your enough number. Hi Owls, I'm Vivian from Money Owl, and welcome back to our series where we break down personal finance concepts in a simple and jargon-free way. So, everyone talks about saving, especially for big milestones like retirement. You've probably seen those articles that talk about saving 550k up to 1.3 million in order to retire comfortably. That kind of sounds daunting, right? And if you're like me, a young working adult, that number can feel totally overwhelming and out of reach. And here's the thing, while planning for retirement is important, it does feel really far away. For myself, I used to be more focused on my short-term goals like saving for my wedding or for my home renovation. And until I had those short-term goals settled, that was when I started looking at my longer-term goals like retirement. And I suspect I'm not alone. For today, let's take a pause on retirement planning and talk about how to save for your next financial goal, whether it's a home renovation, a wedding, having a child, moving out, or even taking a sabbatical. And by the end of this video, I hope that you will know exactly how to figure out your savings target and have the confidence to start planning one step at a time. So let's go. Step 1, track your monthly spending. Before setting any savings goal, you need to know how much you're spending. So break down your monthly expenses. Food, transport, subscriptions, everything. Then ask yourself, what's the main priority for the next 3 to 5 years? Second, can there be other expenses that can be reduced? For myself, I was saving up for my home renovation, so there were things like dining out and entertainment that I cut back on. But we're not telling you to eliminate all the fun in your life. Just look for more affordable alternatives if you can. For example, I used to meal prep my lunch to work, and I would go for free nature walks around our parks instead of going for an expensive dinner out. Step 2. Calculate what your enough number is. Your enough number is the total amount you need for your goals without touching your emergency funds or going into debt. Using renovation as an example, ask yourself, what is the estimated cost in today's dollar? When will you need the money? How much have you already saved? How much can you save monthly? And more importantly, have you factored in inflation? So renovation costs normally rise with inflation. Material and labor will definitely cost more in 3 to 5 years. So a simple formula to calculate this is, say you plan to renovate your house in 5 years, and the cost today is $50,000. With inflation averaging at around 3% a year, your renovation might cost around $58,000 in 5 years. Divide that by the number of months to your goal. So 58,000 divided by 60 months. That's around $966 a month. And that, my friends, is your monthly savings target. Step 3. Be strategic with where you're saving your money. If you park your savings in a high-yield savings account or low-risk option like money market funds or Singapore savings bonds, your money will grow, meaning you might not need to save the full $966 each month. But for short-term goals under 5 years, avoid risky investments like stocks or crypto, because the stability of your money is really important. So a good rule is to just aim to save the full amount and treat any investment gains as a bonus. So in conclusion, here's a 4-step practical approach for saving for your goals. Step 1, know your target amount and estimate your full cost and the timeline you need to reach it. Step 2, automate your savings. Set up auto transfers to a separate account to get started. Money Owl recommends starting with 15% of your gross salary. If your savings goal is higher than that, then adjust that number upwards. If your savings goal is lower, still continue with 15% regardless so that you can build up your savings. Step 3, let your money grow. Consider low-risk options like high-yield savings accounts or money market funds. And step 4, review it yearly. Adjust your plans if your cost or your timeline changes. And even if you can't hit your full target now, start small and start now. It's better than waiting for the perfect time. And this method works for any goal, whether it's $1,000 or $10,000. Breaking it down into small manageable steps really helps. So we hope this helps you to save and calculate your enough number for your upcoming goals. And in the next video, we'll dive into how to calculate your enough number for retirement. And we'll talk about how CPF weaves into that whole big picture as well. So hit subscribe and stay tuned. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who is saving up for a big goal. Thanks for watching!